Hi, my name is Jacqui-Lee Pryce and welcome to Shadowboxruk.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Wow. That was a very good card. I enjoyed every fight.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Should we talk from the top down?
I guess because it's still in the air, we might as well just start from the top down. Just like a weigh-in, main event first, man.
Oh my gosh. So your thoughts, I'll let you have the first, yeah. Tell us your thoughts.
AJ brought a little bit of both, which I was hoping he did bring that boxing, snap that jab out there, be smart even when he did have him hurt. He got a little over anxious, but then I was like, just calm down, be smart about it, because he was, he's Pulev still has that chance, that right hand, he still had the power. So again, he showed discipline, maturity. He was, he was getting a little lulled, I thought at first, kind of fighting the same type of style, getting a little lulled, but he held his composure. And he that right hand and that uppercut was everything. I would have liked to see a little bit more body work by him, to probably take his legs a little sooner when he hurt him the first time, but it was still overall excellent after being out of the ring for like a year.
I mean, what an exciting fight. What an exciting fight. Edge of your seat stuff. But I'll tell you what, number one, I have to say, I thought Pulev looked quite poor in his last fight. It's amazing what a decent opponent can do, because he raised his game.
Yeah, he did. Absolutely. Yeah, he did.
And what a chin.
He got hit with a number of uppercuts, a number of overhand rights, and a number of power jabs. That power jab that AJ was throwing out there too, because it was snapping his head back. He still kept his head in the game as much as he could. He really didn't have much to answer, but he was throwing those right hands of his own too. He had AJ a little kind of respected a little bit. You know what I mean? So I liked it.
Do you know what I've noticed about Pulev? Sometimes he uses that layback as a defense, and he gets caught with the jab when he does that, which you kind of think, come on, this kid's got a long, what do you call it?
The lanky strength.
Lanky strength.
Lanky strength. Yep.
Wow. Yeah. So what I loved about what AJ did today, from the get-go, he came in, he looked super composed, he was relaxed, he used his feet, he boxed. When he got on the inside, he got a little bit, he roughed him up a little bit.
A little bit, yep.
Damn. I like this new AJ.
Yeah, AJ is kind of coming into his own, man. He got to let people know. Don't take his kindness for weakness. So, okay.
It's true. But I have to say, Pulev, listen, after the kind of first knockdown, I think it was 2 in the first round, 2 in the second round. Anyway, I can't remember which because I was so excited. But yeah, I mean, geez, for him to get up after that and then the grin at the end of it.
Yeah. I like that, though. I like even them hitting after the bell. Like, it makes more dramatic, It's a show.
Yeah. Do you know what I liked as well? Because it really was getting under AJ's skin. It really was.
And that's what I mean. I kind of seen him trying to, like, mimic him getting lulled in Pulev's, because he's a veteran, too. Pulev's been around. So, he was kind of lulling him a little bit to fight his fight. And AJ fell for it a few times, but he kept snapping back. So, I got to give them both a credit for putting on a really good fight. And the heart and the chin, like you said, of Pulev is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, he can hold his head up. He really can, after that performance. I mean, 40 years of age.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yep.
Don't count someone out on age.
No. He looked the part, too. He looked like he was very well. He poised, joking around. Even his physique, he looked like he was in shape. So
I know. So talk to me about Bakole and Kuzmin.
I think it was an entertaining fight. I knew Styles would make fights. That's why I was so interested to see the Styles make the fight. I was a little bit confused at how Bakole was holding his, like, I know he fights small, but he kind of kept his legs a little bit too stiff for me. But his jab, again, the jab is like the theme of the night. His jab, when he was throwing out that jab, setting up, and he almost had like a Philly rock to him a little bit. So I was he definitely upped his skills on this one. So I gotta give it to him.
Before I go into that, I've got a message from somebody, and it refers obviously back to AJ, and this is Eddie Davies 10. Hi guys, I really think Tyson Fury will 100% win AJ in 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'd give it to you. I'm a huge Tyson Fury fan. And
So am
AJ
I.
grew on me, so I'm not mad at you, homie.
I tell you what, I cannot wait for that fight.
I know. I want to see how much more AJ can learn and implement it in his game. You know what I mean? I've grown. He's really grown on me because I was not an AJ fan at first. I wasn't when he first started. I was like, oh, he's so wet behind the ears, man. But I'm a fan.
Do you know what I like though? Because some people are afraid to say what they really think. Do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's just somebody's opinion. Don't get upset. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but let's go back to Bacoli. Do you know what I think, right? When people have their first baby or have children and then all of a sudden there's a fire in his belly because the Bacoli that I saw today, I quite like it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this is not what I just watched a couple of hours ago.
Thank you. So that he seemed, number one, to be enjoying himself. He didn't seem so tense, and the mindset just seemed way more positive. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I put like he's just got fire in his body. Kuzmin, you know, willing to take one to give one. You know, keeping you on the edge of the seat. I thought that was a thoroughly. I thought that Bacoli had a better punch selection as well, because before we were talking about, for lack of a better description, a bit basic. Yeah,
that's what I saw in his last couple of fights, and I was like, okay, he doesn't really look like he changed as much, and neither did Kuzmin. That's why I was like, it's either gonna go one way, like we said, or the other, and it was actually competitive because Bacoli stepped up his game. So did Kuzmin. I mean, the styles made the fight, and I actually really liked that fight.
I enjoyed it, and I tell you what Kuzmin did, which I quite liked. Halfway through the fight, because he was in sort of mid and close range. Halfway through the fight, he started to try and work at long range a little bit, so you could see him sort of thinking through the fight. I tell you what, I enjoyed it.
Absolutely, yeah. He started boxing a little bit more, so it was close. It was pretty close, but it was good.
It was. I think it was 2 points, but listen.
Yeah.
It was a win.
Yeah, win's a win, man.
Win's a win. Do you know what I'm saying? So listen, let's talk about Fury, Vac.
I think Fury is one of those. They were even commentating and then saying you can't teach his style. He's really good and really comfortable at that switch style. I think Vac was a little bit more active than I thought, but he's just a big guy. And again, Tyson Fury, he was hitting him with some shots. Again, I would like to see some more body work, but Fury did exactly what he needed to do. The cut didn't bother him. He stuck to the game plan. And even when his corner was telling him to not go southpaw, he was picking the times right to go southpaw. So I enjoyed that fight as well.
Yeah, I mean, I thought after the cut, he kind of tried to press on the gas a little bit because he probably psychologically thought they're going to stop the fight. But I tell you what, I love the way he turned it around. Love the way he turned it around. For a big guy, again, it must be a Fury thing because slipping and sliding, you know, loose. And these are big guys, aren't they?
They're huge, yeah. I mean, and then like I said, Vac, he tried to do what he did. You know what I mean? He didn't really change too many gears, but like I said, he was a lot more active than I had anticipated, which they both had to step up a bit. So I'd like to see that.
Yes, I enjoyed that. And then Lawrence Okolie. Wow.
That lanky.
Let's just take a moment.
That lanky strength, man. Wow.
That lanky. Do you know what? All the way through, I kept thinking that lanky strength.
Yep, you're gonna always think that now. That lanky strength. Yep.
So, what did you like about that fight?
He actually, you can see that he was working on a few things, like to get his actual distance to work that jab. He used his length and not in such an awkward way where you can tell they were going back to the drawing board. It looked like a heavyweight fight in the middleweight because of the size difference, but he didn't go out there, you know, shooting overhand rights immediately. You can see they worked on a few things, and it showed, you know, and that lanky strength, though, those right hands were devastating.
Those right hands were so delicious. Because them levers, to be fair, they're even more awkward when he stands a little bit more upright. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And like it was just like extending for days. What I really liked about improvement-wise, he was holding less. He looked, let's say, more aesthetically pleasing.
Yep. Like to the eye. People are gonna start to maybe gravitate towards him. Maybe that's what they were trying to do.
Yeah. He still didn't. He didn't lose that kind of little awkwardness about him, which was nice because I was like, don't knock that out of him. But the strength of those powers, and to me, it doesn't look like he's actually putting everything into it.
No, but you can tell by the way his mechanics are so pristine when he does throw those right hands. They're like Tommy Hearn-esque right hands. You know what I mean? I like his, because Tommy Hearns was a lanky guy too, so he had that strength.
True. Yeah, I mean tonight I have to say, my neighbours are probably thinking I'm a bit crazy because I was whooping and, really thoroughly enjoyed. Everybody stepped up, and I do think the audience have played a part in that as well.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, even though it was only 1,000, they sound like they were 5,000, and any kind of cheering is always going to make a difference, especially after all this time.
Yeah, I mean, look at the AJ walking. I mean, that was just the theatrics of it all. And everybody's starting to sing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I know that played a part in him feeling that, getting comfortable and everything. I mean, I'm sure they planned on not having a crowd. And when the fight was postponed anyway, back in early in the year, I know they anticipated no crowd. So I'm sure that had a lot to do with everybody's performance tonight, too, because it was a good card.
Yeah, I have to say congratulations to everybody because you really, they really worked tonight. What about Floyd Mayweather sneaking in?
Hey, man, that's the legend, the man, the myth, the legend. He got to come and show love. So that's cool. I mean, that's, it almost felt like a normal boxing night. You have the past, the present, the future in the house. So it's awesome. Even having Natasha Jonas as one of the commentators as well. Shout out to women's boxing. I mean, all around, they did a good job.
Hey, if anyone wants to, have a chat about what you saw tonight, give us your thoughts, your comments. Just drop them in the comment section, and we'll hopefully get round to you. But tonight,
it was a great card for some people who don't watch boxing normally. It was very entertaining. It was very spectator pleasing. So anybody who maybe this is the second time watching boxing, I'm sure they'll tune in again because this was like the night of the heavyweights, but they all stepped up quite a bit, and I was really happy with it.
So let's talk about that fight, the main fight, which is Shakur Stevenson, Tokakon Clary. He's from your neck of the woods, isn't he?
Yes, he is. I've known him since he was a kid.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, I've known him for a long time. He started maybe a couple of years after I started, and I was maybe 17, 18 when he came into the gym. So I've known him since he was a little wee baby.
Bless him. Yeah, he's got a little group of boxers that he works with from the UK and the UK. I was going to say UK and Ireland. Ireland is part of us. They're a nice little group that do sparring and stuff together. And the bromance between them is just, it's awesome. Lovely. Yeah, it's really lovely. So 28-2, had the last 3 fights, 2 stoppages, I think, and 1 win by unanimous decision. Obviously, Stevenson's 14-0. How do you see this fight going? Both southpaws?
Yeah, I was going to say, to set it off, they're both southpaws. And, I don't recall either or fighting too many southpaws. However, due to Stevenson's amateur pedigree, I'm sure he's run across with many, many different styles. And his boxing IQ and just the way he knows his distance, his hand speed is he'll have any problem adjusting. Although, Toka is very, very talented. He's quick on his hands, quick on his feet, and he's quick thinker as well. With the 2 losses, one being pretty devastating, I don't know how he's feeling. I don't know if he's gun shy, but his last couple of fights, he just fought in October as well. I feel like his confidence may or may not still be there, but he was actually one of a sparring partner for Teofimo Lopez for his last camp. He's actually here in Philly, in New Jersey, and he got a chance to spar him as well. So, he's not been, sitting around. He's been really, really busy, and he's a really, really talented fighter. So I'm interested to see how they both do against southpaws.
Yeah. I mean, when he fought Kid Gallagher, he found it quite difficult to work him out, I think. And he didn't see that kind of confident, slick carry that you're used to seeing. But like you say, I just... There's a part of me, obviously I like Stevenson, but there is a part of me, I don't know, because he's got kids and all of that stuff. You just think,
I mean, I'm gunning
hope,
for him, man. Especially knowing him personally, anything can happen. But I'm a Shakur Stevenson fan, and I'm a boxing fan. So great fight. I'm hoping for Toka. I mean, anything can happen, but I think Stevenson might have got the edge. But you know, Toka's from my neck of the woods. We got heart. Can't teach that. So.
And we've got Miss Hannah Gabriel's on,
Hey,
and
Hannah.
lots of heart. Hello, darling. How are you?
What's going on?
Another amazing fighter. So
Absolutely.
when are you coming on Shadowbox UK? Just saying.
Come on, Hannah. Just come in, grace us with your presence, girl.
You know? So yeah, I mean, gosh, tonight I'm just so excited. I'm so literally like, oh my God, I am so glad we got together and we happened to watch this together. Any comments? Happy to see you. That's from Ms. Hannah Gabriel. Beautiful.
You too. I had the pleasure of sharing the ring with her, and I hope to do it again before we all bow out, but I definitely would love to fight her again. It was awesome.
You don't say bow out as in because you're getting old.
Oh, no. I'm not going to overstay my welcome, however much longer that is, but I got plenty of miles up in this old Volvo.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. She's my fave champion, I tell you what.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
That's nice, Hannah. That's nice. That's praise indeed. One day we will. Hold on.
Absolutely.
I might do the matchmaking.
You're going to matchmake it right here, live here? Now, we've always talked about going at it again, so it'd be an awesome fight. You know, however the chips fall, we definitely have no problem making that rematch for sure.
Do you know what's beautiful about it though? There's a mutual respect. Mm-hmm. I like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
It's just business when we're in the ring.
Mm-hmm. And we're in it for the same thing. I mean, you know, we're all different people, different entities when we're in that ring. We all have a job to do. We all love it. Outside the ring, man, I'm all light, love, yogi, and peace and happiness.
You understand? You know? Yeah, we always do. That's good because you know, as females, not all the time we have each other's back, so it's lovely to see. Hold on, here we go. We have grown so much. I know it'll be war.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Girl. Yeah, you already know. But
okay, listen, but always love in between. So listen. Whoever's in control of YouTube just need to get it on.
Ludbella.
Let's go. Oh my gosh. So with regard to your next fight, have you heard anything? Has there been any whispers? Can we get any exclusives?
Well, there's been whispers, chit chat, and interviews being done on somebody's camp, somebody's behalf in the 140-pound division.
Okay. Okay.
Nice. I mean, there's 4 of us. We all want to be undisputed. You know, that's up to our promoters, our managers. But she did say she's gonna knock WBO, IBF, and WBA down like dominoes so she can be undisputed. If you think I'm such an easy domino, we'll make that happen. I have nothing but love and respect for each and every one of these girls, but again, it's down to business. So obviously you want to unify. If it makes dollars, it makes sense. If it's fair, it makes sense because especially at these points in our careers, I'm not going to just head on over the UK for $10,000 to fight you. You know what I mean? We got to make
$10,000 would be terrible because it'd be $8,000.
I know, exactly. See? All right then.
Yeah.
But it has to make dollars, has to make sense. We have to be smart about it. Obviously, we all have that. We'll fight anyone, anywhere, anytime, which makes it real spicy. So I'm excited. As far as anything definite, I don't know what the next move is. I know that my promoter definitely wants me to defend immediately, so I'll just be defending, keeping busy, and seeing how we move on the chessboard or what's smart, because there is still some very pliable opponents in the 140 division that can have some defenses for each one of us, or we just get right down to business and start unifying. So whatever makes sense, I'm ready for it.
I'm sorry, I'm just seeing more messages. So Hannah Gabriel says, then we get to enjoy each other, I guess, after the fight, which is lovely. Yeah. Here's the thing. I think it's great that there seems to be a bigger platform for professional female boxing. But it's almost like you guys have to stand a little bit steadfast in terms of the wages. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we want to fight, but don't take the mick. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm saying? Who was it? I can't remember her name. oh gosh, that's terrible. She was having a kind of Twitter war with words with Eddie Hearn with regard to, I
Was
think,
it Heather Hardy?
not Heather. Well,
Oh.
she's always having a war
Yeah,
with
she's
words, which is great.
that's my
No,
girl.
it's great.
Yeah.
But no, I can't think of a name. That's really bad, but sorry. She may be, or they're looking at her for being an opponent for Terry Harper. And
Oh,
she
Michaela
kind of,
Mayer?
no, it wasn't Michaela.
Oh.
It wasn't Michaela. She's something. She has sort of pink hair. Her hair's plaited in pink. She's had 12-0.
It's slipping my memory bank right now, but I'm sure it will come to me like 3 a.m.
Yeah. But what was great about it is she kind of stuck it on Eddie and said, "Listen, don't try and make out like I'm not up for the fight," and then reeled off, "I will not fight for, basically pennies."
I know
Do you know what I
Tiara
mean?
Brown was on Twitter as well. Everybody's been kind of coming out of their skin, which I like, and out of their shell, because that's what needs to happen.
Yeah. Because the thing is, if everybody does it and kind of stands really firm together, rather than someone going, "Do you know what? F everybody else, I'm getting mine."
Yeah. Yep.
Then things have got to change.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, and I've always said this too, like we're caught between we need to get paid, we need to prove ourselves, but we don't want to take the low blow. That's kind of the point in my career where anyone, anywhere, anytime, middleweight, super middleweight, super welterweight, whatever, what have you. But I also have tried, that's when you have to start playing chess and start really moving really smart, as well as seeing the bigger picture. Like, we all want to make money. Obviously, we want to get more respect, but we also want to get paid more. But we don't need to take those fights just because. We get lowballed a lot, and especially it will behoove you as a female fighter or as a fighter in general to just know the business. If you have your friend with a promoter or a manager, just hang around. Know how things are done. That's how I've learned, and I'm so knowledgeable just doing things on my own. But now also just paying attention to how people move. I might say no to a fight due to financial things. And they might get somebody else, but that next fight, they know I mean business, so they're gonna offer me something closer than what I need to take home. So it's a business just like anything else.
And on top of that, I think the young ones that are coming in to the game ask questions, because sometimes a contract gets wafted under someone's nose and they're all excited and bedazzled and they'll just accept it, and it happens in the males as well. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? But I think more and more people are becoming savvy. They're asking questions. They're going to lawyers. They're having their contracts looked at. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Hannah says, "I said let me kill Miller and Shields first. Then we get to enjoy each other."
Oh, okay. All right. I want to see that Miller. I want to see Raquel and her go at it. I've been dying to see them fight, man. That's a good fight. I want to see that so bad.
Best thing to have come out of 2020, one of the best things, is the platform for the females. But I'm telling you, females are going to be saying, "Okay, look, we've got the audience now. People want to watch us. Show us that."
Yep. I'm not screaming 3-minute rounds. I'm screaming, just pay us more. Pay us more. Add two more rounds to championship fights and pay us more. That's it. I'm not my 3-minute rounds, whatever.
Yeah. We'll talk about 3-minute rounds when you're getting paid the right dough.
Yeah, and I mean, like, a good point my promoter Ludabella made. I mean, there's never a bad female fight, but if it is, it's only 2 minutes a round. But if there's a bad male fight, you have 1 extra minute at every round. It like drags out. You know what I mean? So in retrospect and bigger picture, and knowing the the broadcast and the people being able to pay attention to fights, he had a point there. I was like, you actually are right. Nobody really wants to see a bad 3-minute round, 12 3-minute rounds. You know what I mean? So I got just shout out.
I just want to see action.
Yeah, man.
So Hannah says, still they are shutting our shows down.
People tested positive for COVID, so that's probably women's shows. Oh yeah,
she just said shows. Women's shows. Yes, thank you for clarifying that.
Thank you.
Yes, women's shows. But the thing is, the good thing is now, obviously, I don't know about the States, but obviously now they're mixing up more. Look, we had the triple header earlier on this year, or last month, whenever it was. It's all moving into one.
Yeah, no, I saw one.
Do you know what I mean? But so
Yep.
it's not even like now it has to be ladies shows. It's just boxers.
Mm-hmm. It's not women's boxing or men's boxing. It's just boxing. I love it. This year's been a doozy, but it's been very interesting, and I'm really happy to see where women's boxing is going.
So what are you doing for Christmas? Is it Thanksgiving is bigger than
Thanksgiving
Christmas?
is I believe Christmas is kind of equally as exciting. I know Thanksgiving is really big because, you know, it's closer to Christmas and people celebrate. You know, we have the Macy's Day Parade here. But me being Native American, I get this question a lot. Do you celebrate Thanksgiving? And I've always celebrated my family, you know, my immediate family, my mother, my grandparents, my brothers, being thankful that I and we are still here as Indigenous people as well. But we also have years where we do a day of mourning. We have a ceremony that happens every year, actually at Plymouth in Plymouth, Massachusetts, at a statue that us as Wampanoag people, we have like a ceremony. So it's a day of mourning. So no matter where I am, what I'm doing, I'm always giving, you know, thanks and having my moment to remember our ancestors and what really happened in our people, and we are still here. But we do celebrate. I don't like wear black and don't eat and like go yell at white people all day. You know what I mean? And we do celebrate and eat. I don't, no, but people ask me that. I'm like, no, you guys do what you want. You know, I celebrate my family. People ask me, I can educate them on, you know, my people were the first contact people. But you know, everybody does their own thing. And then Christmas.
Good, sorry, go on.
Oh no, but Christmas. I've never been a huge Christmas person. Christmas for me in the past has been a little but I'm trying to change the narratives because my life has changed quite drastically lately. So
I know. Trying. Can I have a look at the ring?
Yes, you can have a look.
Look how big.
I know.
Wow. Not that size matters. Not that size matters. Listen.
You know, if he's gonna do it, you gotta do it big. He said my managerial contract was running out, so he had to ask.
He had to lock you down.
Yeah.
Did he get on his knees?
He did. He did. It was very cute. My mom calls it our little personal, like, lifetime Hallmark movie. We've been best friends for like over 4 years now. He's like the closest person to me. He's been my manager since 2016. But like as far as friends and like life partner, he is like my everything. So we had a conversation after my last fight, and we kind of came to the same conclusion. Previous to that, everybody had speculation thinking that we were together, but we're not because we just had that goofy energy together. But we had a conversation after my win, and we came to the same conclusion that we're like madly in love with each other as best friends. And then he took the step further and asked me to marry him on Thanksgiving. So I said, yeah, why not? I get to marry my best friend.
Yeah, boy. And congratulations. I don't think I've actually said that yet.
Thank you.
And the ring.
I know. Yeah, man. He does. Yeah, man. You know, we had to do it. He's a Jewish Italian guy. You know, they have to do
Wow. Wow. Well, you did good, darling. You did good.
You did good.
Absolutely. Yeah, to marry your best mate.
Yeah, it feels right. You know what I mean? I had crazy past with things, so didn't he, but it works out on so many different levels. So my best friend.
Yeah, nice. Love you, Kaylee. That's future millionaire.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
thanks, guys.
Oh, Eddie Davis says, are you both watching Callum Smith versus Canelo next weekend? Eddie?
Absolutely.
Like, Ovs?
Duh.
Come on. Yeah, we are.
Yes, we are.
Okay, Hannah has been, Hannah says, I've been getting my fight suspended since May. Oh, we're sorry to hear that.
Wow.
But I will see you soon, my dear warrior. Big hugs to you, babe.
Absolutely. Nice. Big hugs back to you.
And listen, you know what? Sometimes looking at like the Okoli fight tonight, he was supposed to be fighting for a world title. He didn't, but it worked out because that performance
was amazing.
It was gorgeous. It was absolutely
He just put money in the bank for his career with that performance.
Yep. Thank you. And I think that people are going to warm to him even more.
Mm-hmm. He keeps going in the direction that he did tonight. As far as spectator friendly, more appreciative of people who just want to see, you know, that like right boxing. He'll definitely keep gaining fans.
I am so grateful once again for you, you know, coming on board, tuning in, getting involved. It's always a pleasure.
Of course, anytime. I love talking boxing, especially with somebody who shares my passion and about boxing and get all crazy about it. So thank you. Anytime.
Yeah.
So much thanks to you.
Go to Kaylee's page and hit that link button and make sure you follow, because listen, a unification fight.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen sooner or later.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
And do you know what? I absolutely, if it works out between you and Chantal, I absolutely adore both of you. So I won't shout for either of you. I'll just stay silent. But I tell you what, it would be a great, great, great fight.
Absolutely. And I get excited about these fights. I don't get excited about an easy fight. I get excited about something that's gonna have to make me dig deep. You're good, I'm good. Let's the best fight the best. That's what it's about. And that's what I'm in it for.
If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber of Shadowboxruk UK, we'd love to see you, so please go ahead and subscribe now.